Hello and welcome to a Topic a Month podcast where we take one topic a month and split it into weekly segments. This month's topic is Halloween, and this episode's focusing on the best way to stuff face. With candy, of course. Back from the past, into the present is a man whose bitching knows no boundaries, a brilliantly badass base of blasphemous beatitudes with a BMW Donnie, and now for the first time, as far as you know, a customizing killer car creator with the citizenist Civic Jake of Xena City Restoration. But of course, without any more time wasted, we're going to introduce a titillating triage of technical triathlonic thinking to the degree of tonnage, Joe from Cartastrophe 365.
Oh my God, that was a hell of an intro.
Right?
I was wondering who it was going to be. When you were running through that, I was like, oh, that ain't me, is it?
God, you guys got an inhaler? Like, I'm like fucking out of breath.
That was a tongue twister.
Would you like a Gatorade? Or a Salt Lick or something?
Salt Lick. I'll take a Salt Lick.
It is hunting season somewhere.
That is a horrible Halloween candy.
Okay, I think that take was probably no good. Do that again. Do the whole thing again.
not fucking happening. I won't be able to do that again.
Man, your intros are so much more interesting than mine. Oh, what's happening? Is anyone listening?
No, your intros are much better because he always asks how people are doing, and you look good, and that's the important part.
I like to secretly out my fans that way when they'll come up to me and they'll kind of be. It's weird. So whenever I'm talking into the microphone, I'm always kind of thinking there's nobody listening to this. I might as well be talking into a broom handle. And when I hear you talk, in my ears through my iPhone or whatever, then I feel like I'm listening to the most famous person on the planet. Which is,
You're not.
I feel like when people come up to me and they introduce themselves, I'm like, hey, but you look good. And they go, and that's the important thing. And I realize that they're a fan of the show, and then I freak out, and then they freak out. It's pretty awesome.
Perfect.
That is pretty fucking awesome. I have yet to do that. So normally people just give me an ugly look like, the fuck, man, what are you doing? You can't say cunt on the radio. And I'm like, fuck you, cunt. Yeah, I can. And then we fight, and I lose.
Arm wrestle.
Yeah, I got to slow down on the C word. I think I'm thinking about changing the format up a little bit because I tend to think my show is kind of self-selecting. Anyone who minds a curse word here and there, if I'm going to sprinkle some shit around, I think they're not going to mind if they're listening to my show anyway. So I'm probably going to start including some of that. I think it's not organic to try and stay clean. It doesn't feel like.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you're fine. I think most people that listen to your show, Cartastrophe, are doing are probably swearing their face off anyway. So I think you'd be okay using fuck or every now and then. Yeah,
when we're biffing who makes Cummins or whatever, when that's happening, they're swearing at the top of their lungs. I know they are.
Yeah. So. You should put one of those intentionally wrong in every episode you do. The cobalt.
Well, now it's on purpose. It's on purpose now. It's freaking out so bad.
Yeah.
So I'll say Cummins. Cummins is actually Suzuki. Did anyone know that? You guys didn't know that, right? And then they'll just spaz out and have seizures and fits because it's really easy to piss off truck guys, and I love doing it.
Oh man, I bet it is.
So are we talking candy today? I'm hungry. Can I be honest with you guys? I got home from a late shift and I haven't eaten anything yet, so I'm thinking about some candy.
Fuck, man. Eat all the candy you want so long as it's not like Almond Joy and Mounds. It's like chocolate dipped crayon.
I mean,
listen.
It's like you can
Almond Joy and Mounds. I'm the guy that dives on the grenade. Like, I'll take the ugly chick and I'll take all the Almond Joys.
Oh.
So you're the one taking one for the team then.
Yeah, there's plenty of that stuff for me, and I'll take it, no problem.
But here's the question, though. Will you actually eat those orange peanut-looking things?
The Mary Janes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's jumping on a grenade if there is any.
Yeah, so here's the funny thing about those candies. I don't even know, what are those called? Those are like cool turds or something? What are they
Mary
called?
Janes.
Mary Janes?
That's what I was told.
I don't know, to be honest.
Are those Mary Janes? I feel like they only come out
you'd have to be high to want one of them, so.
So, when I was a kid, we had six siblings, And so after we would trick or treat, we each have a sack of this crap. And it turned into a macro economy as those of us who were, much more voracious with our candy, we'd run our supply really, really low. And then if someone was, not so hungry for candy, they'd have a lot better supply to barter with. And they became the superpowers. You know what I mean? And,
They've got all the resources.
I was
Wow.
desperate for a Kit Kat, and I was trading 4 Nerds and 2 Twizzlers for just one single break, let's say. But I took the opportunity to exercise my intellectual superiority over my younger siblings, and that's where these little nasty ghoul turd peanut buttery chocolatey thingies, whatever those are, the Mary Janes, this is where they would come into play. I would tell them, I was like, hey man, look, nobody actually eats that stuff, those nasty ghoul turds. But what they're for is for trading for other bits of candy. They're candy currency, you see. So
It's like the Bitcoin of candy.
Yeah, but it's like Bitcoin, yeah, but nasty. And I would tell them, like, hey,
So,
right
like the
now the
peso.
market is flush. So I'm going to give you a ton of these ghoul turds for just a few Snickers, okay?
Ghoul turds.
And then once the stockpiles run down in our economy here, our family economy, guess who's going to have all the Bitcoins? You are. And he was like, felt like this is a pretty good deal. So I gave him all my nasty Mary Janes, and then after a couple weeks, he would stroll up nice and confident he'd want to cash in. And I look at him and I go, oh, fuck that, ghoul turds? Nobody wants those ghoul turds. Why don't you go bury him or something, you asshole? So, yeah.
I got a bag of Starburst. Eat me.
It only worked for the one time, and I don't think I ever got his trust back. It was bad.
No, probably not, but totally worth it for that 1 year. You got all the good candy and the all the shitty leftover.
So, when you were a kid and you finished your bucket and you had those nasty little ghoul turds sitting at the bottom, the little orange and black wrappers, the wax paper wrappers, was anybody a shameful fat ass enough that they actually sat there and ate them while they sobbed quietly?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I try and wait it out.
Oh,
It just,
man.
the level of desperation that is what decided it.
Dude, my desperation began after the first piece of candy, and I'm like, wow, fuck it, I'm already this fat, let's go.
You're like, I have goals and commitments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would polish them all off eventually, and I was so ashamed of myself when I saw that empty wrappers laying there like some kind of crime scene. Oh, it was bad.
you get to the very last of your 8-ball that you've been doing for the whole
Yeah.
week.
Call. That's a way to put it.
Yeah, I felt like I was scraping coke up from the carpet or something, you know?
Well, and if they're the last two, they're on the top of the garbage pile, so it looks like that's all you were eating.
Yeah, they like
Yeah.
work themselves the way up the sack and the candy pile. God damn.
Can you imagine if you were the type of person that was what you ate first and someone saw you and realized what you were doing? Can you imagine what they would think of you? They'd be like, oh my God, this guy's an animal.
Fucking communist.
Yeah. Just the pure shame that you would feel go over you.
What kind of psychopath eats those nasty goldfish? There you go.
It's a first.
So what the
Yeah.
so Donnie, what's your most hated candy that you've had?
I hate when people give me fruit.
Fruit? You've gotten fruit?
Fruits and veggies. Well, not necessarily veggies, but we had a guy on our block who used to give us apples every single fucking year.
Why?
Yeah.
No clue.
Not Dunkin' Caramel or anything. huh?
No, just apples. And I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna pass out an apple, there better be a razor blade in it. Like, make it fucking worth it.
If I don't fucking die from this apple's going through your window.
Pretty much. I mean, my mom never let us eat them. We had to throw them away because she's like, oh, that could be poison or
Jesus.
drugs in it or whatever.
Because you didn't know where you got them from, though, so it wouldn't be easy to pinpoint on the guy.
But he could have been like a gastrologist or something, and he's looking out for your well-being. You need
Yeah.
that fiber
Look,
to pass all
yeah.
that candy.
Yeah, but
That's an age-related hate crime. Passing out apples is an age-related hate crime, okay? Like, that's like passing out study guides for the citizen test to illegal aliens. Like, that's judgy. You know what I mean? You can't do that.
So Jake, what do we got for your most hated candy
You know,
that you've ever
honestly,
had?
I just named them. It's those fucking little peanut things. We were just talking about, what do we call them? Ghoul turds?
Ghoul
turds, yeah. Nothing tops that. They're just absolute worst thing ever.
Nothing tops it. You hadn't got
But
anything
no matter
that's worse.
what, every single year they'd always be there. Some asshole was handing those things out.
Where do you buy those, though? I never see them for sale. Do they just pick
Under
them
a
up off the
bridge?
street
I don't
every
know.
year? After Halloween?
You pick 'em out of the
Recycle that
garbage.
shit?
Yeah, it's just the same couple that are recycled every single year.
Yeah,
They just
Yeah,
keep
I
handing
think you
them
pick them
out.
out of the trash.
It's like the old homeless community that are little brothers to everybody. They're the one trading them for like actual
Right.
food.
They probably just made a batch of them in like the early 20s and just kept recycling the same batch.
Yeah, like candy corn,
Candy corn,
and
the
what
same
else?
stuff.
Bitto honey.
Oh,
Bit-
Bitto honey. Which is just as ghetto.
Filling remover.
It is. God damn, it is.
God, yeah. What if it was like wallpaper cleaning putty, and they just packaged it wrong or something?
Like talc.
Yeah.
I wonder if you had a leaky radiator or if you could patch it with that shit.
Shit, I bet you could.
We should try that.
We should.
Dude, I will straight up recommend that to customers next time it happens.
Just
Need to
grab
pick up a
some
bag of
Bitto
ghoul
honey.
turds. Find the hole, just pack them in there.
Go find a homeless guy, dig into the trash, he has gold turds on him. Don't take no for an answer.
Perfect.
Kick him in the shin if he disagrees.
Yeah.
So what, well, we've already covered their shithole candy. We've done 10 minutes on ghoul turds, so that's good.
There's a mutual agreement there on that.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
So what do we got for...
I have a most my most hated candy. How does anyone feel about those butterscotch discs?
Butterscotch disc? I don't think I've
You know
ever
what I mean?
heard
They're
of
like
them.
the Werther's, but they're butterscotch, not caramely.
How old are you, Joe?
I know I'm ancient. So the reason these are on my list is because I was addicted to them for a couple of years. When I was working in the shop, this old dude would strut past me and he would smell like butterscotch. And I'm a huge fat ass, so I was like, oh my god, this guy smells so good. And I would follow him. I'm like, Bill, what's your deal, man? Like what kind of like ambrosia cologne are you wearing? Like this is amazing. And he doesn't have any teeth, so he doesn't need to worry about this. So he has a bunch of discs.
Perfect.
And he cracks open his drawer, and it's like that scene from Pulp Fiction when they open up the briefcase and the gold washes over their face, you know? And so I see all this butterscotch disc in there, and I grab like 6 or 7 handfuls, and I go back to my stall, and I'm just sucking on them all day. And the next time I go to Cub, obviously, I go to the bulk section and find these butterscotch discs, and, you know, the more you buy, the more you save. So I can't afford not to overdo it, right?
He's come in there with a giant
Can't
box
afford
of
not
them.
to.
Oh yeah, I had a whole box. I had a whole drawer filled with these things, and I had to pay so much money to my dentist because of the way it rotted my teeth out. It was so bad.
Yeah, but totally fucking
you know,
worth it, though.
I mean, you only live once.
Go
go
yeah.
for
See, that's
it.
my
Fuck it.
thing. I was there the other day. I was like, hey man, just take them out. Just get rid of them. Give me dentures. You know. And then I can do meth with impunity. I don't got to worry about my teeth. So I have a love-hate relationship with the butterscotch discs. I hate them for what they've done to me, but I love them so hard. It's like they're an abusive boyfriend, but I keep coming back. You know?
Christ. What the fuck? These goddamn
And yeah,
things
I'm
are
an old
killing
man.
me. Oh, but I love you
Yeah.
so much.
All of my tastes run old. I'm an old soul for sure.
Fuck.
So.
I don't know. I'm all about the chocolate, man. I love fucking chocolate and peanut butter.
Yep, Reese's. That's my weak spot.
Peanut butter cubs. I would, like, if I could dip myself in peanut butter and chocolate and just lick myself clean every day. That would be like the best Halloween candy.
Yeah. Well, you
You're
do the
making
same
me
thing
hungry.
now.
I know.
Your dogs are involved. So.
Well, yeah, I know they are. They
Just the
gotta be.
peanut butter and the boxers.
It is. There's somebody.
Did you see that article a couple of years ago about how they might not be chocolate in 10 years or something? Did anyone else read about this? There's some like mite or some disease is coming after the cacao tree or whatever.
If
Oh, that's
there's
tragic.
if there's not gonna be chocolate in a couple of years, I'm gonna stab
Well,
a
no, I
bitch.
don't know. You know how these people are. You know, they got an
mankind will
alarm
find a
about
way.
something.
Yeah.
Mankind will
But-
find a way to kill this virus before it finds a way to kill cancer.
They better.
Yeah.
Because if it's all hazelnut wannabe chocolate from now on, I'm gonna eat a bullet.
Chocolate is the
You know?
only thing that's keeping Aiden from psychosis.
Dude, seriously, it fucking
I
is.
almost ended it just reading the article.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, literally. That's like losing the coffee bean. Like, nah, I'm just gonna be Sleeping Beauty for the rest of my life. I'm not gonna put up with this shit anymore. Fuck all this. I'm not coming back to work. I'm not gonna be awake. There's no coffee. What the fuck is the point?
There isn't any.
Oh man.
I don't
Look at
drink
this.
coffee. Must be the only
No,
one
but you
here.
drink chocolate
Chocolate's gonna
milk.
go extinct.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be horrible. Like, Halloween would suffer so badly. Like, Christmas would still be around, Easter would still be around, but Halloween would just tank. It would be nothing but like
Yeah.
Twizzlers and
Sweet
nerds and
tarts.
sweet tarts.
Fucking candy corn and those Mary Janes.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it would be.
Halloween
Just that
would be
horseshit
over.
candy. Fuck, man. I don't like. Everybody goes nuts for Snickers. Like, I don't do Snickers. I don't know what it is. Like, I like
Okay.
peanuts and I like caramel and nougat and chocolate, but
Don't
You're
mix them
not.
together.
You wouldn't even do it. Like you would ignore a Snickers.
I if it was between Snickers and Milky Way, fucking Milky Way, hands down for
Oh
me.
my God, that's ludicrous. What about Three Musketeers? What about Three Musketeers?
Oh, Three Musketeers. Oh, fuck yeah, yeah.
That's pretty solid.
No,
honestly.
No,
Yeah.
I'd just
Yeah.
pick a Snickers over that.
No. You,
Oh my God.
You two are wrong. Jake is the only correct one here.
Right?
No.
Three Musketeers was a mistake. Okay. So, Milky Way,
Fighting words.
Milky Way is a Snickers for wussies that can't handle peanuts. Okay, so that's too bad for you. Sorry, you're a weakling. But the
Where
Three
do we-
Musketeer, that was a mistake, man. You gotta understand that was manufactured wrong. That's a Milky Way without the caramel, and they packaged it anyway.
Yeah, but it's good from when you're 5 years old all the way up until you're dead when you lose all your teeth. You can just suck on it and just ooze all that liquid that's coming into the back of your mouth.
That's a visual.
I have no comment to that.
It's starting to make me come around, frankly.
I'm telling you, it's the
Yeah.
way to go.
If I can't suck a Snickers to death, then check this out, dude. I'm looking at this article right now. There's fungal diseases that are going after these cacao trees, and there's one called frosty pod rot and witch's broom.
That sounds made up.
Frosty pod rot. Yeah, I know. Doesn't that sound
Yeah,
like I'm looking at
Frosty
stuff
pod rot.
Sounds like
around the house right
some
now?
college kids were stoned and wrote an article and just got it out on the interweb.
That's a damn good article, though. Frosty pot
Yeah, I
rot.
bet you're right. God, I'm so gullible and stupid.
Sounds like something a witch would throw in her cauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah, witch's broom. That's got to be bullshit, right?
It's just the
Right.
recipe to make candy corn. Just keep scrolling.
Oh man, candy corn though. Come on, you can't knock the
Fuck
corn.
that. Fuck that. It's not even real corn.
I know.
I
That's
go
the
back and
point.
forth.
It doesn't taste like candy and it doesn't taste like corn. It tastes like
But neither
rubbery
is corn.
shit.
I don't think corn is corn anymore either.
It's true.
Isn't it
It's been
genetically
engineered
modified
so
too
many
much?
times.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same. It's probably not the same corn that we had 100 years ago.
It's like bananas.
I think it's like
Yeah.
how they can't call KFC, they can't call it Kentucky Fried Chicken. They have to call it like Kitchen Fresh Chicken or something now, or Kitchen Fresh Cooking or something. They can't call it chicken anymore because it's too genetically modified, right?
It's not even
just
chicken
the
anymore.
fucking
It's probably
paste.
just genetically modified frog.
It's technically
Yeah.
pork.
Yeah.
Some kind of, I don't know what. The candy corn, though, I will say this. If you put candy corn in your mouth with some peanuts, man, that's pretty solid. That mixture's pretty good.
That actually
But
sounds
at,
pretty good.
at
I don't
that
think
point,
I've
you're
done
just
it.
having trail mix, though.
Yeah, but trail mix is
Yeah.
It's completely
You need
different. Yeah,
raisins
trail
for
mix
trail
is
mix.
good.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
What about the guy marching up the trail and he's got his hat with the little, the brim and all this, and he's got the white oxide on his nose, and he pulls out his bag of trail mix and it's just candy corn and peanuts.
There's a guy you can trust.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
definitely not going to
Which
sell
way
you
is out?
weed.
I have no idea.
God, what's an overlooked one though? I'm sure there's got to
Fucking
be.
Kit Kats, man.
Yeah,
Kit Kats are pretty
Kit
legit.
Kat.
yeah,
Kit
yeah.
Kats are badass.
Kit
That's
Kats are
probably one of my
pretty
favorites,
legitimate.
for sure.
Good. Glad we can all settle on something.
Yeah, so all right, we agreed on
Kit
one
Kats
thing
are
so far. Everybody else
okay.
hates all our suggestions.
Fucking Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers are for psychopaths.
I will take that label hands down.
Yeah, I'm
People
okay with
without
that.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be me pretty soon anyway.
Twix, I get done on Twix super, super hard. I like to do them in layers. Oh, man.
it's the caramel. Like, I don't hate caramel. I like the taste. It's the consistency that gets me. Like,
You don't like the consistency of caramel?
It sticks to the side of your mouth for like an hour and a half. I want to have a Twix.
Oh, yeah?
I want to have a Twix and be done with it in 5 minutes, not
So-
2 hours.
Yeah, but
You-
it's a nice.
No.
So do you prefer
I like
like
that it
that
hangs
good
around.
jizzy consistency, or
Something with a little bit more liquid.
yeah,
a
it's a
little
bit
more
runnier.
Okay.
It's kind of like egg yolk.
Does
Cadbury.
jizz stick to your mouth for
He's
a
a-
couple hours?
He's a Gushers guy.
Oh man, fucking Gushers. No.
No, I can't do anything gummy.
Fruit
All
roll-ups?
that shit just bugs me.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I wasn't really big on getting Gushers, but if we get like fruit roll-ups or something like that, oh fuck it, the whole thing's
yeah.
going in my mouth, and I'm gonna suck on that for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
Well, that's true with anything, but
Well, yeah. Oh, namely. Oh, definitely. I'd suck on anything all day. If it's in my mouth, it's getting sucked on.
so we have next month's topic.
Yeah.
Oral
Careful,
fixations.
rules are rules now. You're making yourself a rule you're gonna have to stick to later, probably.
Hey, I'm all right with that.
Hey,
I'll chalk it up onto
Viewers
the
are
other
gonna hold
100.
you.
You want a Milky Way?
I'll show me a Milky Way. I'll put it in my mouth.
Let's make a deal.
All right.
Jesus.
I don't know if anybody's noticed, but this podcast is very explicit.
It's a good
I
thing this
saw
isn't
one
a
the
live
other
viewing.
day at work. I saw a piece of candy that was a game changer for me. Does anybody get down on the Tootsie Pops? Those are pretty badass.
Oh, fuck
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
man.
what
Oh
the-
yeah.
Getting that nice surprise on the inside.
But now the problem is though is that you have to try and figure out how many licks. Obviously, that's what the stupid owl is for, right?
It's too
Right.
much dedication. Seriously, it is.
But
Just-
Where did the fucking
I
owl
saw
come from?
small, teeny Tootsie Pops, like dum-dum sized Tootsie Pops. Anyone ever run into those?
Oh, fuck
No,
those.
I haven't
Man,
seen
they're
those.
terrible.
But the
no,
question
they're
is,
horseshit.
is the Tootsie Roll consistent with the size? Like, is it tiny?
Yeah, it is tinier, but there's definitely less licks to get to the center than there is on the big one.
Okay.
So that's where I think the game changer is, man.
That's what's
'cause
important.
your calculations are all effed.
God, that is like the best way to crack a molar, though, is to bite into one of those
Right.
before it's too early.
There's probably
Trying
a
to get
flow
at
chart
that
for
nice
this.
Tootsie in the middle.
That and gobstoppers.
Oh,
It's a good way to
fucking
go.
Yeah,
God,
don't
stop.
jinx me, man. My teeth are so. Just hearing you say that they're cracked, it's cracking my teeth right now.
I'm waiting for one of the back molars just to shatter on mine. Like, oh, here, have this slice of bread. Crunch. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, my teeth are made of cork. It's bad.
Fucking Butterfinger. Man.
I can do
Oh,
Butterfingers,
yeah.
though.
Oh, hell
Butterfinger's
yeah.
delicious
Okay,
as
so we
hell.
got 4 out of 4 on Butterfinger.
Love-hate relationship. Just because of the way that it sticks to your teeth.
I don't know why doesn't anybody like stuff that sticks to your teeth? I love stuff that sticks to my teeth, except
Of course
for
you do.
like,
'Cause you get to enjoy it for longer.
yeah, it's like an
that's true.
all-day event. Like one little fun size, like you're set, man.
But then it ruins the taste of everything else. Like if you go do that and then you're like, oh, I want some water, and you just want water, it tastes like Butterfinger or Fruit
Yeah,
Roll-Up
you
or
get
whatever.
Butterfinger water. You're welcome.
Or whatever
Who
you
doesn't want Butterfinger mashed potatoes? Man,
I don't. That actually sounds pretty good. You melt a Butterfinger on some mashed potatoes.
oh my
Fucking
God.
new Thanksgiving tradition.
See, that sounds like
Oh,
an idiocracy kind of thing. For me.
Yeah.
Which that's the world these days, though. That it is idiocracy now. So we
It
might
really
as well
is.
just go whole hog.
Let's just fully
just,
embrace it.
Just fuck it.
Yeah.
It's not a Butterfinger.
Plus, think
on
about
the
it. It's
pole.
like you're arming your teeth with little sugar armor. You know what I mean? Like they're wearing little sugar bucklers and little sugar breastplates and stuff now. Like it's good for them, right?
That is the best way to think about it. My teeth
Right
are going to
on.
be saved by the power of sugar.
Yeah.
Fuck you, banana.
Well, and you know what? I mean, let's all face it, right? The zombie apocalypse, that's happening. Okay, that's
Sure,
going to
yeah.
happen.
One would hope.
And then there's heroes like Aiden and myself that we're gonna succumb to the virus, and we're gonna turn into a zombified Aiden and zombified Joe. But we're gonna come back with cork-like teeth that we can't break into your neck with.
We won't be able to chomp on anybody because it just gum them to
You'll
death.
just be gumming people.
Just be a slobbery mess.
The derpiest zombies
you know.
ever.
So like we're essentially arsonists that we've taken away our own matches. I mean that's what we're doing. We're heroes.
You guys got to spread the love on that. That needs to happen.
I'm gonna #save zombies.
There it is.
Same zombies with cork teeth. Oh my god. What else? What else we got for candy? There's got to be some that's just been kind of like so.
Pixie
like-
sticks. It's just fucking sugar. It's straight
Yeah,
sugar.
it's true. Yeah, pixie
Yeah.
sticks. like the big tube ones. I might have gotten a giant tube of Pixie Stick, but usually they give you those little straws that only last
The
like
paper ones?
Yeah,
You're doing a shot of sugar?
you do a shot of sugar, but if your tongue like even gets a hint, if there's a shred of moisture on that little paper straw thing, it just goops the rest of it.
Definitely. Well, what's your stance on Fun Dip?
I've never had it. I don't
Wait,
know.
Donnie Fun Dip? Joe
Yeah, I know
Fun Dip?
Fun Dip. It's the same
Any Fun
thing.
Dip?
It's like a jawbreaker mixed with a Pixie Stick. You're just
Yeah, so Fun Dip is the gentleman's pixie stick.
Yeah, it's like smoking a cigar.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
With candy.
There's a little more control.
It's for a
in
pixie
it.
stick connoisseur, exactly.
You can sit in a wingback chair, enjoy your Fun
Yeah.
Dip.
Yeah, but a pixie stick is like a Tipperillo or something, you know.
There it is.
Like there's something low rent about it. I don't know.
Yeah, Pixie Stick's the Pall Malls of the candy.
Oh fuck, that's a great way to describe it. Like it really is. Like, oh, you're a poor child. Here's a Pixie Stick. Don't have that all in one
At a
place.
certain point, can't you just get sugar, a big old 25-pound bag of it, and just eat it with a spoon if you wanted to?
Well, yeah, it's the same
you
thing.
Could have
Probably
done.
should.
Fuck.
I might, yeah. That sounds so silly.
What are you guys doing on your day off? I'm gonna get fat and diabetes.
Right.
You got a spoon and a 5-pound thing of sugar.
Gotta try and pass out for a few hours and just.
Yeah,
I'm
try.
going to try and invent type 3 diabetes.
Type 3.
Fucking liver and kidneys left already. My foot's gotta get hacked off.
Alpha diabetes.
Hey, a zombie can't chase you if they don't have feet.
Hey, see, I like where
Yeah,
you're
right.
We got
yeah,
that shit figured out.
Cork teeth and stuff. What happened to him?
I'm going to be an insulin-dependent zombie.
Like goddamn Halloween candy I've been hoarding forever. Oh my god.
So do you think they're going to have, like, perpetual victim zombies? Like, do you think they're going to have snowflake zombies who are just not having it today? You know?
zombies.
Yeah,
Try
like
to
they just
attack, but
hashtag
lay
can't
down.
Even, you know what I mean?
God, I hope so.
Because you know, in all those movies and all those shows, there's always the one zombie that recognizes its home or whatever. There's the one zombie that won't eat its kid, or something like that. Do you think these zombies are going to be perpetually offended and like tweeting all the time?
Fuck,
They'll
that
have
would
their
be great.
tumblers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're on Tinder. What's the zombie version of Tinder?
It's probably still Tinder.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Is there a difference? I don't know. I
Maybe
can't
that's
tell.
how it happens. Yeah, maybe that's where it gets spread.
It's already begun from all the candy and the Halloween candy that we've ever had. It's starting. The zombie apocalypse are just gonna come out and gum us to death, and then be sad about it and lay down.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Do any of you guys pass candy out?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
My wife loves Halloween, and it's one of the. Let me rephrase that. It's the only holiday I actually like.
So
I think it's easier for wives to like Halloween than it is for husbands to like Halloween. You know?
Well, my wife likes to decorate the house with shit, and I don't know. I just drink
like,
beer. and
does she
stare.
like go and defecate on the lawn and then?
Oh yeah, she just bends over, grabs the cheeks, and sprays.
What the fuck?
So if you pass out candy, if you pass out candy, then what kind of candy do you buy for the brats that are coming up to your door?
Fucking pixie sticks.
We actually do a rating system. We will
Rating system.
Yeah, we will buy like a good bag of candy.
Racist.
That's not racist.
A racist
No.
system.
I'm an equal opportunity asshole. I hate everybody.
Perfect.
But we buy like
Yeah.
we buy good candy, then we buy some like okay candy, and depending on
Like
how much,
sprees?
yeah, and
Don't knock the
Smarties
Sprees,
and
bro.
all that kind of shit.
Costumes.
But if the costume kind of sucks ass, the kid gets the Smarties and the Sprees. But if the costume's kind of cool and they put some thought into it, well, they get the Snickers.
You're like, damn, that's a dope ass costume, son. Here's a bag of sugar. Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's a damn
Like,
good
like,
idea.
like, so, like, what if, let me pass a hypothetical at you then. What if a 16-year-old, so first of all, what's the limit? How old do you give candy to? What's the trick-or-treater's age limit? How about that?
High school, I'd say.
High school.
For me, it's
You
more of a merit
can be
system.
19 if you're dumb and still trick-or-treat.
Is it in special ed? I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that's a requirement.
So let's say a 19-year-old man. someone who can go to war and fight and vote and drive and all that. A 19-year-old man shows up and he's wearing a boss-ass Ironman costume. You know, like the one that like the face folds up and lights up and all this and that.
Oh, fuck, he gets everything.
Fly out. What does he get? He gets it all, right?
He probably gets a DVD and my TV. I don't know.
Oh, man.
Dude, the shit that you spent on that Halloween costume, here's my fucking house you get the mortgage to.
Do you like BMWs?
Yeah. So what do you do for your merit system, Jake?
Well, yeah, it's not so much about age, it's about just like the quality of the presentation. So somebody who could be 45 years old and walk up on my front porch, and yeah, if they're decked out in that Ironman costume, without a doubt they're gonna get candy.
That's
and a high
fair.
five
That,
and
like
a
panis popping down.
hand job and all the good.
You've done a good job. Hold
Yeah,
still.
yeah, right.
I don't, how about you, Joe? What do you do for your trick or treaters?
I haven't been Halloween accessible unless I've had my kids. So I have a 5 going on 6-year-old, and I don't know what the girl is. She's smaller though. And
You just haven't decided yet.
yeah, I don't know how old. She's like littler anyway. But like 6 or 7 years ago, I was in the party phase of my life, and I didn't bother effing around with the kids coming up to trick or treat, right? And now that I got kids, I'm taking them out and trick or treating. So I don't know what to do. I haven't been at home for a Halloween yet. I haven't had to spurn any crappy costumes with Spree, and I haven't had to give any hand jobs to any Ironman yet.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. I'm on board though. But I don't know what I would do. I want to go out and get like the nice shit, like the big ass Snickers and all that, and the big ass double Reese's cup packages and all that.
Yeah.
But then what I'm worried about though is what if nobody comes to my house, or what if only 3 or 4 kids show up and I got this big ass bowl of candy that I got to eat myself? You know what I mean?
Where's the bad part?
Yeah, that
of
doesn't sound like a problem.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too bad though, man. Hey, if you want to come hand out candy up here, and I'll hand out candy at your house, hand it into my mouth.
See,
I have learned because my kid's going on 2, and we took her to Boo at the Zoo last weekend.
Yeah.
It's starting to come full circle. Like you're a kid, you trick or treat, then you're in high school and college and all that shit, and you don't pass out candy, you don't give a shit. But then you have a kid, and then you're like, okay, go get dad the good shit. It's like you go out do all the work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pickpocket what I want.
You're little and cute.
You get the crappy stuff.
Yeah. That's actually a really good idea. Can I steal your
listen,
kid for a
when
while?
my wife was pregnant with our
Go for
second,
it.
I would collect for the unborn child. So that was dad's big, you know what I mean?
I like the way you roll. That's good.
I got a kid on the way. I'm gonna need some of this candy loaded up for the future. So if you wouldn't mind just giving me a little some, that
Never
would
mind
be
the
Yeah,
That's a
I'm
trash
typically
bag.
eating for 2, so.
Fuck. I don't know. We tried giving out candy one year, and we got like 3 or 4 bags, and then it was gone, like legitimately gone within like an hour.
It doesn't help that you live next to a school.
Oh fuck, I know. But the
You know,
following
like
year,
prime area.
the next Halloween though, nothing. We bought like 5-6 bags to prep for it. We went through maybe 1.5. So then we had like 4 bags of extra. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. We just had all this leftover candy. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm going to get fatter, I guess. Like, here we
It's
go.
kind of inconsistent in this area for whatever reason.
Which
Yeah,
is
one year will be
weird.
great. The next it'll be like 4 kids. You know, it's
So what you're trying to say is our
Strange.
house is going to get egged this year because we didn't buy any candy
Oh,
yet.
I'm just gonna egg you just
you didn't
because.
buy any candy.
Not yet.
That's
It's-
fucking sacrilege, bro.
I know, it's $10 a bag, though.
What
Like,
you do is you
I'm wondering about how near are you to like touristy shit in Duluth though, Aiden? Are you near some touristy shit or what?
No, I wouldn't say we're really near or anything. I mean, what do we got out here?
Because I was
The
kind of
zoo?
wondering about maybe what was happening that year when there was a ton of kids in Duluth. I wonder.
Good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? I know what it is going to be this year, though. You know, they're moving Denny Hecker to the Duluth prison, right?
Oh, fuck, are they really?
Yeah.
God damn.
He's going to be getting out in like a year or whatever, so they're going to stick him in Duluth. Kind of like, you know, when you get a fish, you have to put it in the tank, but still in its bag to acclimate a little bit, right?
What the
That's
fuck
what
is...
they're doing with Denny Hecker right now.
I can't believe he's getting an out in a year.
What's a Denny Hecker?
I don't know who he is.
He
No?
did, what was he, like a car lot owner? He
Yeah.
owned like a ton of them.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was a mogul. He was like a car dealer mogul. Like every state has their guy that has all the dealers.
Like up here we've got
Wally
Sanju up
McCarthy
here.
or whatever.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
And he stole a bunch of money and defrauded a bunch of people. And it was really bad. Like he's tens of millions of dollars.
That's not as bad as I thought you were gonna say.
Okay, yeah.
No, he's not like a child rapist or
Some kind of
anything. He just-
pedophilia.
Yeah, we're talking about Halloween, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
one of those guys.
We don't know. I mean, he was busy laundering money. We don't know if he was a child molester or not. He was a busy man.
It sounds
Yeah.
like kind of cock.
Yeah, but I guess he was. I guess the judge gave him such a heavy sentence because he was remorseless. Like he was getting tried for one set of like defrauding his investors or whatever, and then as he was leaving the courthouse, he was attempting to defraud more investors. So
Jesus.
What a piece of shit.
Can't be stopped.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
He clearly
if he-
likes
if-
those ghoul turd
Yep. If he
candies.
shows up on my porch, he's getting candy corn and fucking turds.
It's probably his
Yeah.
preference,
Yeah.
man.
I bet he has fun dip in his off time.
It's probably a metric for psychopathy. Like, if you're truly out of your mind, you love the ghoul turds and candy corn.
Hey,
I
It's a
kind of like
like
candy
candy
corn.
god damn!
We're talking about
You're halfway there.
though.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man, those fucking candy corn pumpkins though. Oh, those are so much better.
They all taste like shit.
No, that's too much.
It's just more shit over. Yeah.
No, it's
Other shit.
perfect because
What's
it's
a candy corn pumpkin?
they're like
It's-
little
it's
pumpkins, but
the
it's
same
just
thing.
candy corn.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
they
made
just
out
take
of
the
whatever
shape.
that is.
Yeah, it's like hardened toothpaste, like you know the crusty stuff that's around the toothpaste tube. That's what it is.
Don't they have chocolate candy corn too?
They fucking
Yeah,
better.
those are gross.
Yeah, God.
I'm gonna
Well,
have
it's
to try
candy
them
corn.
all,
All
though.
of it's gross.
Oh, it's all
So, what actually does it require to be candy corn? Is the shape of it? Is it
You
the
take
taste?
cat turds and then you cook them in the oven
It
for
has to
20
be corn
minutes.
shaped, yeah.
So it has
Yeah.
to be corn shaped
Yes.
to be candy.
Yeah,
corn.
and then it has to
Okay.
be flavored like sugar. That's it.
Okay.
Fuck
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
It's super easy.
So would those be candy pumpkins then?
Yeah, candy pumpkins. Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Candy
Yeah, those are
corn
gross.
flavor.
That's too much.
Oh man, no, they're like they're awesome. It's like a paste. I love it
It's like a
because you could just let
Just
it
go
sit in
brush
your
your
mouth
teeth then.
and just ooze.
fucking
If you want
fluoride.
paste, just eat a bottle of toothpaste.
Who says I don't for Halloween? Like, fuck off, come on.
He sits on the couch.
Yeah, some crest comes out in the
Right.
shape of the star for like kids, and you just munch on it. Like, nom. Clean-
It's too much of a good thing, is what it is. I have the same problem with the Cadbury egg. The Cadbury egg is way too much.
It's
That's
too
a good
rich.
point, yep.
It's good, but it's too rich.
You know, I know we're getting into Easter that way, but I think Cadbury eggs, man, they should make a Halloween version of that, don't you think? Or do they? Maybe they do.
You know, I put money on
that's a
they
good
probably
idea.
do somewhere, but I don't think I've seen it. But I
damn.
could go for a Cadbury egg any time of the year.
Well, they have those hardened. It's like a candy shell over it. They have it at Super One all the time too. I can't think for the life of me what it's called, but it's an Easter candy that you can only get around Easter, and it's incredible. It's way too good. And I've always wondered.
Cadbury eggs got Easter Bunny's jizz in it, I think. That's what that is.
I'm down with that. That's fine. I'll eat that. Hands down.
Cadbury jizz.
He doesn't,
Fuck
even,
yeah.
he doesn't even eat the chocolate. He
Yeah.
just
Blows
pokes a
little
hole in
baby
it.
batter into an egg and
Tilts his head
that's
back.
it.
They drain some all. It's a bunch of empty Cadbury eggs. What the fuck is this?
Fucking
Oh,
done.
Aiden was around.
Rewrap them, put them back on the shelf. Complain that they're empty and buy them for like half priced. Just nom on them on the way out. Nah, fuckers. Showed you.
Extract it.
It's got a
That's
syringe.
going to be the tell in the next Pixar movie when they kidnap the Easter Bunny, when all the Cadbury eggs are empty now because he's not coming in any of the eggs. That's how the kids find out that the Easter Bunny's been kidnapped by Gru or whatever, the Despicable Me 6 or whatever's coming out.
Poor motherfucker neutered them too. No more Cadbury eggs.
No Cadbury spooge.
Oh, goddamn. What fucking milk duds I could never get a hold of. And that's stuff that I like, you know, it sticks to the roof of your mouth. It sticks in your teeth. But I just couldn't, like, it's too chewy and sticky. Like, it wouldn't dissolve quickly enough. But Whoppers. Or Sixlets.
Yeah.
Fucking Sixlets.
I had those like once or twice, and I just could never get into them.
Little chocolate balls.
Sixlets sounds like, to me, the sixlet is what an alien would come up with if you explained M&Ms to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they give you sixlets, and you'd be like, no, these are not right. They're not right. They're wrong.
Round and chocolate and trying to be an M&M. God, yeah, I don't like
if you
M&Ms too
explained
much,
M&Ms,
though.
Miss, and they'd make sixlets. I don't know why sixlets are nasty to me, but they are. I still eat them because I'm a fat ass, but they're nasty.
It's because they're spherical.
Yeah, you got to be careful
They
of those
gotta
round
be
balls.
Ovular shapes. That's,
Yeah.
Fucking, you guys ever get Necco wafers? You remember these things?
God, you guys are old as
Oh,
fuck.
wafers.
boo.
Necco wafers?
I have
Yeah.
no clue what those are.
Yeah,
Really?
the pink and the chocolate, the pink and the chocolate and the
Oh,
vanilla
yeah.
ones, right?
Oh,
Yeah, they
I
come in
know
those little tubes, and they're like about the size of a quarter. And
Oh no, those are completely different than what I'm thinking of.
what do you think of
Oh,
them?
I'm thinking about those ones that look like little cookies. What the
Yeah.
hell are those?
Yeah.
They look
That's
like
what I'm thinking of,
the
too.
little cookies that may be half an inch wide and like 2 inches long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half an inch wide and 2 inches long.
Yeah, they got
No,
little
no idea.
wafers and they got like little cream
And they
fillings
just
in
taste
them
like
and stuff.
artificial everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Styrofoam and, like,
It's
blown
like,
insulation, I guess.
styrofoam.
it's like they
No,
swept
no.
up, it's like they swept up the dust of a strawberry factory and just decided to make cookies with the dust.
Oh, okay. So yeah, those stick-looking fucking things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, those
they're-
are good.
they're
I would love
like
those.
$1 for
Put
like
those in like
2
ice cream
dozens.
a lot.
Hell yeah, yeah. You put them in the
Stuff
sundaes.
that might be out in, like, a retirement home community
Yeah.
table or
Oh
something.
yeah, they make
Yeah.
them sugar free now too.
Yeah, those will make you
Oh,
poop
they
right
actually,
quick.
I didn't even know they had sugar in them. I thought all of them were
Yeah,
sugar free.
I guess.
They kind of look like if insulation were to be a candy. Like that's what a wafer would be.
R15 candy
It is.
Yeah, like,
insulates your
they
insides.
look like the blueprint, too. Like, if a dude stepped on insulation, like if a construction worker put a waffle hammer to insulation, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that too. What
But it
else?
probably tastes a little bit worse.
Yeah, maybe a little. It doesn't make your mouth all scratchy though,
A
so
little
that's
less
all right.
itch.
Probably just as
I
healthy.
think I'd
though.
rather eat raw asbestos than eat those little wafer cookies.
No, I can get down on some wafer cookies.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd be fire retardant afterwards though. Like I've got a
Oh,
new
yeah,
superpower.
Hey, there you
Could
go.
you imagine if you ate that and then you took a dump and then bet somebody $1 million they couldn't light your Duke on fire?
Hey, Joe, I bet you $1 million if you eat some asbestos.
Can't light my Duke on fire. Hey, Aiden, are you aware of my second job? You're aware of what I do for a living, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm very aware of
So-
what you do for a living. You're a pro at it. I know.
Light shit on
Could
fire?
you imagine if I ate
I was gonna go
asbestos and then
prostitute.
went to sample that?
Oh fuck, do it. They'd probably
gonna
ask you
do
to go
it.
to the hospital. I mean, after the sampling. Probably you'd be in
Yeah.
there beforehand too.
What did you guys think about that fat? You know, something like that. So for Jake and Paolo, there's a company that they gather microbiome for C. difficile, disease, and the way they do this is you take a huge shit in a bucket. Okay?
I think I qualify for this actually.
Yeah, and then you slap a lid on it because you're not an animal, and you give it to them, and then they blend it up and they ram it up somebody else's, keister, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
repopulates their biome, basically.
I hope I have to.
And so
never
that's
go
my
f-
second job. That's what I do for a living besides
Hold on.
besides fixing cars.
By second job, do you mean like you take shits in buckets, or you collect the samples, or you're shoving them up other people's
No,
asses?
I take the shit in the buckets. Hey,
Okay.
it's my number 2 job. How about that? That's pretty sweet, huh?
Oh my god, that is just too damn funny. They planned that out, didn't they?
Yeah.
We're gonna make this a
It,
part-time job for most people, so that way they can call their number 2 job.
Shit in a bucket.
Their number 2 job. Yeah. Do you think if it's somebody's only job, then they should be looked at thoroughly? Like if your passion is just shitting.
You just really love picking shit up, don't you?
Oh my god.
Interests, shitting. That's it.
Do you
Strengths,
have,
shitting.
do you have any references? Yeah. Yeah, I got
What are
plenty
your
of references.
weaknesses? Not shitting, frankly.
That's about all I can think of. Thank you, sir.
Has an extensive collection of 5-gallon buckets.
Oh my god. Go to Menards.
Yeah. Oh my God. By the way, I had my basement finished. We're getting really off candy topic, but I had my basement finished. And I had these guys come and sheetrock and mud putty the basement and everything. And one of the dudes dropped a deuce in the putty bucket, the mud bucket, and he put the lid on it, and that lid was on so good. And I was going to use it to gather up all the debris and throw it away. And you know how you have to hug those buckets with your knees, and you have to lean over and really peel that lid up.
You got to get in
and
there.
I saw that fudge dragon that you left in there for me, and just this waft of nasty. Oh, it was so bad.
Oh my God.
It almost made me rethink my second job.
So why did he shit in a bucket and then not tell you about it?
Why didn't you just use the bathroom?
Well, he didn't speak English, so I'm sure he couldn't tell me. like, no more don't sit downstairs, maybe you don't do it. Okay, fine, get out of here. Maybe he did tell me, I don't know.
Hey man, I had to shit in a bucket over there. Hope you can clean it up, but in Spanish.
Yeah, God, it was bad.
Leave this
God,
bucket
it
in
was
your
bad.
house.
That was the worst thing ever.
Oh fuck! What?
man.
Let's get back on the topic of candy. We've gone from Denny Hecker to shitting in buckets.
Well, candy's got
My
to
bad.
you somehow. Like,
That's a good
You
tangent.
knew what you signed up for when you decided to do a podcast with me.
No, that's totally cool. I'm all right with it. All the other podcasts are off the rails, and shitting in buckets is actually pretty
yeah.
close to still being next to candy. So, all things considered.
Pretty tame.
So for this whole biome thing, like,
Yeah.
Where do I go to sign up for that? I'd like a second job as well.
They pay pretty good, right?
I suppose.
It pays
'Cause I
really, really
shit, like,
well, actually.
3 times a day.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah,
is the pay?
the limit is 2. You can go twice a day, then they cut you off, and they figure it's not healthy for you to strain. And I guess they figure that the aperture function of the human sphincter can only dilate so many times in a day.
I love that you used the word aperture.
Well, yeah,
they got something professional.
We'll fucking prove them
An
wrong.
F18 right now.
If you guys could see me, I was making the sphincter winking with my hand and the other hand.
Oh, perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See, this needs to be
Yeah.
a live YouTube cast too. Then
We should probably do one of these
Yeah.
live someday. Oh my
Let's
god.
talk about more stuff to eat now. Let's
Yeah.
talk about chocolate
Yeah,
more.
Yes.
yeah.
Fucking
segue from shit.
cookies and cream Hershey bars. Oh my god.
Yes.
I wanted
could
in
throw
my
down
mouth.
those. Or the Crunch bars, which is just kind of like a poor
Hey,
man's
yeah.
Hershey's bar.
I couldn't
It's
get
like,
into them.
Rice and
Oh,
chocolate.
it's so fucking good.
I want it in my belly right now.
Yeah.
Fucking chocolate. I could just, I don't know, just inject it. Just a giant syringe through my throat and all the way into my stomach.
See, that's the perfect thing about
I
the
love
kid.
it so much that I would let a surgeon open me up and put them in my stomach and then sew me back up. Like, I just want the calories. I don't even care if I enjoy them or not.
I don't need to taste it. I just need it in me.
Like,
Oh
I
my-
love them so much. Yeah, I don't even need to remember it or know that it happened.
You just start sweating afterwards too because you're just so full of sugar and calories. Just, oh,
You've heard of the meat sweats. Well, these are the sugar sweats.
yeah.
Man.
What else did they have? I'm all about the chocolate stuff. I don't know. Chocolate and peanut butter, I could like that is the best combination. in
What
the
about
entire
Swedish fish? Where do you guys stand on
No.
Swedish fish?
No.
Dude.
No, fuck
world. No.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, you throw them in the fridge for 20 minutes? Oh, man.
Okay, so 2 of us are into
No.
Swedish fish.
No, again, the
All
gummy.
right.
I can't do anything gummy.
I fucking love Swedish fish.
Everything gummy. I fucking hate it.
Oh, no.
Really?
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
some Haribo gummy bears? You're too big a
no.
man for Haribo gummy bears?
God, you start peeing
Oh.
out your butt. You have too many of those, man.
The
I thought we're
sugar-free
not
ones
talking
are
about
what
his
wrecks
second
you.
job, all right?
Have you guys looked at the Amazon comments on the sugar-free Haribo? You get
Oh,
like
God,
a
they're funny.
5-pound bag of it. Look up the comments on it sometime, or rather the reviews.
Oh
It's
my God.
Apparently,
stellar.
you'll just shit your brains out for like a day.
Is that the one that's like 10 pounds or whatever?
Yeah, it's like 5 or 10 pounds, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's obscene. It's a pillowcase full of terrible sugar-free gummy bears. I have seen that.
Yeah, and people are talking about having like a handful and shitting their brains out.
Yes. Oh, that was why. Yeah, that was why. So I'm always on the lookout for things that cause anal leakage. Okay.
Exactly,
Here's my
yep.
second job.
Is this part of the
Okay.
job or?
What the
Yeah. So. I'm always looking to keep things moving that way, you know what I mean? And since they got rid of those Alestra chips or whatever, I can't get any good anal
yes.
leakage.
Yes, Alestra chips in that nice bag.
You
They
know?
actually tasted super good. I loved them so
Those
much.
Halloween- oh.
Never had them.
You will pee out your butt for like the whole day. Like you need to take tomorrow off.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I could always
yeah.
use an excuse.
I'm telling you, man, it's the
Yeah.
way to go. And you
They
don't.
they coat the fat or whatever, they coat it in like they attach a chlorine gene to it, a chlorine molecule to it or something like that. And they had this scare ad after that came out and everybody was blowing brown water. They had this thing on like Dateline or something like that, and it was an expose, and I was eating these chips while I was watching it, and they're like, oh, it's chlorine, and that's why it does that. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. And like, it's gonna make you blow out your ass. I'm like, oh yeah, like talk to daddy.
My O-ring is gonna be non-existent in an hour. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, I already bought them. You don't have to sell them to me again.
It's like what is it? Not Gas X, but that pill that makes you shit when you're constipated, whatever the hell it is.
I just go to Taco Bell and just.
Well, yeah, that works. Yeah, same kind of. Well, I can't shit. Might as well have some Olestra.
Taco Bell.
Olestra would do it for sure.
It's gonna grab a handful of gummy bears.
Your body wants to expel it immediately, I think.
Oh, God, that's just frightening. Like, you get so dehydrated. I mean, you're going to have candy afterwards to actually get your electrolytes back.
Right.
Oh, damn it. More Haribo gummy bears.
Yeah, you know you're off to a good start when the review is titled, I have seen the face of God.
Oh.
I feel the need to plan my weekend around 5 small gummy bears, but if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Oh, no.
I can keep going. I mean, this is a novel. Jesus,
Holy
but
shit,
it's
it
pretty,
really is.
pretty stellar here. So, okay.
Fucking keep going, yeah.
All right, I got to get my my reading voice
I
on
tried
here.
to look them up myself, but whenever I open up Google, I always just search bears with really long tongues, and then I get distracted.
Bears with long tongues.
Isn't there an
Google
alien
it once.
bear?
Are you guys near a visual, device you can see what this is? Look at these images of these bears with long tongues.
Oh, I'm
They're
going to have to
insane.
check this out. Bears with long tongues? Well, we're going to do some...
Yeah.
Do these come sugar-free? Oh my god, what the fuck?
Whoa!
What's up with that, right?
That would only take
Why?
like one lick on a Tootsie Roll Pop.
Why?
Jesus Christ.
Seriously, it's like 2 feet long.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. See, now you guys can't Google anything either.
Why did you do... Yeah, for the listeners on there, you really Google this. It's disturbing.
Welcome to my life. Like, whenever I'm trying to help a customer and they're saying, look at this car or whatever, and I Google bears with long tongues and I don't help anyone.
Jake's done for the night. Well done, sir.
I thought my wife was having a stroke the other day because she was wigging out, and I was going to Google directions to the hospital, but I Googled bears with a long tongue instead. It's not practical life advice to keep doing that, but I can't help it.
No, it's a good idea. You should definitely keep doing it. Only at the most
Yeah,
opportune
you guys,
moments.
Now that's it. You guys can't do anything else. It's over.
Holy Christ.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh my God. Fucking candy. What do we got for candy? What else do we got for candy?
Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, it doesn't make you laugh. All right, next.
No, but the jokes on there?
Laffy Taffy I like. Hey, are you guys down for Laffy Taffy fun facts? Are you guys down
Fuck
for that?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't like the
Those
Laffy
are
Taffy,
funny.
but those fun facts,
give you
man,
that.
that's the way to
Good
go.
stuff.
They're
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
I
They're
heard
dad
this on a
jokes.
competing podcast, so I'm not going to mention their name. But the Laffy Taffy, the banana flavor, it doesn't taste like bananas like me and you think of bananas, does it?
No, what the hell is it?
No,
It's
that's
like
a good
lemon or
point,
something.
It's flavor. It's a flavor profile of a banana that no longer exists.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. 'Cause,
that?
yeah,
Pretty
they do
fancy,
bananas
right?
every few years because the old, they I don't know, they fucking
So
bananas.
the
I don't
bananas
know them.
that me and you are fans of are completely reliant on humanity to propagate itself. It apparently can't reproduce by itself anymore. So if we give up on on these bananas, then we're gonna have to come up with new Laffy Taffy flavors or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Laffy Taffy's probably going to go out of business along with the rest of the Wonka stuff. Well, I don't know. Nerds are good, though.
Yeah,
I like
not too
nerds.
bad.
I mean, it's a good
They're
way to
okay.
choke to death.
Are you guys getting the impression that Wonka's going out of business?
Yeah, nerds are,
I don't know.
nerds
I'm
are
just
too
not
much
big on
work.
Wonka.
No?
There's no chocolate in it. I mean,
Oh,
I'm not.
yeah, it's
I'm not.
purely sugar.
It's just sugar. Yeah, it's very lightly
What's-
flavored.
they have
yeah,
that-
they don't do chocolate, do they?
No,
They
I
have
don't
that
think they have any
Laffy
chocolate.
Taffy nerd combination rope thing.
That is
Those are
actually
good.
pretty good. I could deal with that.
It's like edible anal beads, pretty much.
Does it
Just
look like a bear's
chewy.
tongue?
It's,
Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
they're like 2 feet long.
That's
Could you imagine ripcording one of those off of somebody?
No need for a Lestra anymore, huh, son?
No.
Oh my God.
Well, the Alester just makes it, that much easier.
It's like opening a fire
You're
hydrant.
blowing my mind with this Willy Wonka thing. That twisted fuck has a river of chocolate, but he doesn't have any chocolate candies?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah, what the hell is with that?
Sue him. False
Fucking
advertisement.
You
Sadist.
should. Goddamn monster and his orange little fucking...
It's little trumps.
They're like 6 kids sacrificed and no chocolate.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, they couldn't even have
I'm getting
chocolate-covered
highly
meat.
upset.
It's
I bet
ridiculous.
Sixlets is a Wonka product and it's under a different name. I bet that twisted fuck tried to give us chocolate and we spurned him.
Son of a bitch. He's going to end up
I
moving
don't
his
think
whole
the
Wonka
industry supports
factory.
Sixlets. Does anybody like Sixlets?
Oh, I
No.
love Sicklets. I could eat Sicklets.
I don't care.
No, they taste like cardboard. No. Next time you eat
He eats
a Sixlet, you
anything.
can have just one.
Yeah, if it
Next
goes
time
in
you
my
have
mouth.
a pack of Sixlets, really think about how the flavor is. Really think about the flavor.
He's more about the
Good.
consistency.
Yeah, well, I can't just have just one little Sixlet, man. I gotta like put the whole thing in my mouth and swallow.
Just relaxes the jaw.
That's it. No, dump
Yeah.
the whole thing in your mouth and lull them around for a minute, and then chomp onto them, and really tell me that chocolate is in any way competition for an M&M. I submit to you that it is not, sir.
Oh no, it definitely isn't a competition for an
What
M&M.
about Skittles though? Are Skittles a competition for M&Ms? I mean, they're the same fucking size.
No, it's a different ball game, man.
That's the same size and shape,
You can't even
though.
do that.
It's a different letter of the alphabet, but one's chocolate, one's sweet.
I mean, Skittles are nice and all, but they're just not the
I don't know
greatest
what
thing.
Skittles are, but they're a different league for sure. They're a whole different game. It's like baseball and basketball. You can't even compare the two because you don't
Yeah, 'cause they
understand
both
how either
suck.
one works. But you're supposed to be a man.
They're not like they don't have anything that really is comparable to it. Like there's nothing close like Sixlets and M&Ms or M&Ms and other M&Ms. I don't know what else
What's
there.
with Runts? Does anyone ever get down on Runts? Remember
Oh, yeah.
Runts?
No.
I fucking love Runts.
Oh
Runts?
yeah.
But do you
Little
ever get them
bananas.
besides like at that
those.
quarter machine in a Cub Foods or anything? Or?
Yeah.
Where do you find
You
these?
always got the shitty ones too. They never gave you the bananas. They always gave you like the
Dude, give me the
limes,
bananas,
lemons.
right?
It's mostly limes, yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't those the things that like screw your teeth up and fuck you forever?
Yeah,
Probably.
they're kind of like a jawbreaker in the shape of fruit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, and they make your teeth feel sticky afterwards. Like they make your teeth
Mm-hmm.
porous and weird. Yeah.
Porous is probably the best word to describe like sticky teeth.
It's the enamel.
You ever have
Yeah.
Pop Rocks though?
Yeah.
Remember those?
Pop Rocks are badass.
Yeah, I've gotten Pop Rocks before. Yeah, you try it when you're a little kid, and you put the Coke in your
Scare the
mouth too,
shit
and
out of you.
you hope you don't blow your jaw off, but it turns out it just fizzes a little more.
Yo.
Oh man, fuck, I don't know what else do we got. We only got a few minutes left here.
There's all sorts of weird shit though too.
Yeah,
Like the little wax Coke bottles.
Yeah.
Those are super
Yeah,
fucking
well,
weird.
those are all right. Yeah, I get down
I
on
mean,
those.
are those
I get down
candy
on
or is
those.
that a juice?
I don't even know what it is. I can't say I've really
They're
had
fucking
it.
weird. It's like, who came up with this shit?
It's just a juice in a wax bottle.
It's juice and a fucking candle. It's just weird.
Yeah.
You
I've
bite the tip of it
never-
off.
never
and
had
it's the
those?
juice in it.
Well, I've seen the root beer ones before that my cousins used to have, but I can't say that I've ever had.
To buy a pack.
Packaged in the hydrocarbon paraffin. Like that's got to be bad for you, right?
Paraffin.
You can eat the wax though.
They're not supposed to
can't
eat the
you?
wax. They're supposed to like just
Yeah.
bite the top off and
Spit it out.
chew on it.
Fuck, my
Well, you
cousins
can eat
might
all
get
kinds
cancer.
of things. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's true. No, yeah, if you can eat a Lester chips, I'm sure you can have wax bottles. Fuck yeah, looks like shit. We're wrapping up in about an hour here, so that's
that
pretty
an
fucking awesome.
Hour of talking about candy.
That's an hour talking about candy, and we didn't even bring in any candy because diet, I guess, and we're
And a
getting
little bit of
fucking
anal
old.
leakage. We got on
Yeah,
Well, they
I
go
mean,
hand in hand.
Yeah.
they do.
They do, yeah.
that's in my writer though. I told Aiden if I'm going to be bothered, I got to talk about anal leakage. So.
It's. I mean, I would expect no less. That's why. That's definitely why you're on too. I mean, everybody likes anal leakage.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah,
February's topic.
they love it. They go bonkers for that shit. Everyone does.
See,
fuck.
I challenge you, Aiden. And
Oh
Joe.
God.
February's topic, anal leakage.
Anal leakage? I might be able to do a mini
4
cast on it.
weeks.
Oh Christ, no!
I'll come over and talk with you for a
I
day.
can't do
Yeah.
4 hours anal leakage.
Oh,
Yeah, I
easily.
suppose.
Oh,
Probably run out of info.
Out of shit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get so
It'd
dehydrated.
just be a bunch of shitty puns.
Boo. So that's all we got for this evening, everyone. What do we got to plug out there, Joe? What do you have to plug?
Yeah, so check out my podcast if you like this kind of this kind of hot talk. Check out Cartastrophe. That's CARTASTROPHE 365. It's a podcast about how cars fail and a little bit about how the universe just kind of chaps my ass in general. And I got a rotating set of co-hosts, and we're all in the automotive field in one capacity or another, and it's kind of unlike anything else that we got on the podosphere that I can kind of really see. So for sure, check us out.
Oh, definitely. You got Twitter there too. Is it it's Cartastrophe 365?
If you search Cartastrophe 365, you'll see it on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all this kind of nonsense. Oh, by the way, I biffed it really bad. I tweeted out the other day. I was watching Arrival, and I was drunk because I was watching Arrival, and I thought Jeremy Renner was. Oh man, damn it! Who plays the Hulk? What's his name? Ruffalo. I thought Jeremy Renner was Mark Ruffalo, so I was making all these comments about, I hope the aliens don't make him irritated. They won't like him if he's irritated. But it was fucking Hawkeye. It wasn't even the Hulk. I'm so embarrassed.
Just drunk tweet back. Bring up what's her name? Black Widow, and call her something else. Like, who's that lady out there?
Yeah, ScarJo. Do I tweet her and call her like I don't know any other
Katy
characters.
Perry or something.
Yeah, call her Katy Perry. Just something that's not even close.
There you go.
Jake, what do you got to plug? I know you have something to plug.
Yeah, why not? So Zenith City Restoration is my little side gig. If you like motorcycles and seeing restored old car parts and kind of stuff like that made pretty, that's my little deal on the side.
Right on, man. Donnie, do you have anything to plug?
Not this time.
I'm gonna get some nerds on a rope.
Just
You're up.
behind.
And of course, this has been another silly episode with your host, myself. You can reach us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at A Topic a Month. Send us all those lovely hate mails at atopicamonth@gmail.com. Message us on Podbean with some Irish slurs, and download us wherever you can by whatever means necessary. Thanks, and have a good night.